Y'all, ladies and gentlemen, have you ever seen a man lose his mind on camera over a leaked photo? No. Well, buckle up because this might just be the wildest meltdown in hip-hop history. Picture this. 1 minute. 50 Cent is casually running his mouth like it's just another petty day in celebrity land. And the next papoose is on him like a heat-seeking missile. Fists flying, security scrambling, and Remy Ma screaming for someone, anyone, to stop the madness. And why? Oh, just your average. Betrayal. Just 50 Cent allegedly leaking Remy Ma's private nudes to the world like he was dropping a diss track. Just a decades-old friendship combusting in the most public, humiliating, and yes, cinematic way possible. Cameras were rolling, screams were real. And the internet already calling it the greatest celebrity brawl of the decade. But here's the twist. Was this really about the photos? Or has something way darker been brewing between 50 and Papoose for years? Could this be the moment where loyalty dies and revenge takes the wheel? Stay right there, because what you're about to hear will have you questioning everything you thought you knew about hip-hop royalty. Let's get into it. So here's how it all spiraled out of control. It started like most of 50 Cent's messes. Loud, unnecessary, and broadcast to millions. Except this time, he didn't just clap back with a meme. No, this time he crossed a line. Even his haters didn't think he'd dare approach. Because when 50 Cent hit send on those private Remy Ma photos, he didn't just leak an image, he detonated a bomb. And the man who caught the full blast, Papoose. Now, pause for a second and really think about who we're talking about. Papoose. The same guy who stayed by Remy Ma's side for 6 years while she was locked up. The man who literally became the poster child for loyalty in hip-hop. This isn't just some rapper with a short temper. This is a husband, a father, and let's be real, the last man alive you want to test when it comes to his wife. So why in the entire rap universe would 50 Cent think it was cute to leak Remy's private photos? Sources say the images weren't just suggestive. Oh no, they were intimate. Allegedly snapped during a private moment between Remy and someone who wasn't Papoose. Some even claimed these weren't new pics, but old receipts from a fling no one knew about until 50 Cent decided to play TMZ with a vengeance. And where did he post them? Not a burner. Not some hidden Telegram drop. Nope, 50 posted it on his main story, like it was promotion for Power Book 4. Literally just boom. Image caption and then walked away, like he didn't just scorch the earth beneath him. Within minutes, the internet went feral. Blogs picked it up. Twitter was on fire. Think poor Remya, caught in the storm, accused of cheating, exposed without warning, and watching her marriage implode in real time. But the calm before the storm was nothing compared to what happened next, because apparently Papoose didn't go to Twitter. He didn't call a lawyer. He didn't even call 50. He pulled up, "Let me paint the scene for you." It was early evening outside a studio in Manhattan. 50 Cent had just wrapped a promo shoot, completely unaware that a literal hurricane in Timberlands was about to descend on him. Witnesses say Papoose came alone. No entourage, no security, just pure focused rage in human form. One person described it like watching a man possessed. He wasn't yelling, he wasn't pacing. He walked up to 50 like he was walking through fire. The source said, "What happened next?" Well, let's just say if you were near that parking lot, you've got the show of a lifetime. Papoose didn't throw hands. He launched them. One punch to the jaw had 50 stumbling. Another to the ribs had him gasping. And while security tried to react, Remy Ma showed up screaming from the backseat of a black Escalade, shouting, "Please stop." This isn't the way. Cameras were already rolling. Someone was live streaming. Another was filming from behind a tinted window. Footage would hit social media before police even got there. But let's pause for a moment because this wasn't just an impulsive beatdown. This was years in the making. You see, there's been tension between 50 Cent and Papoose long before this. Nude scandal. It was subtle, quiet, and mostly under the radar. But now, it's all bubbling to the surface like boiling oil. Insiders have been whispering for months that 50 always had a thing for Remy. He'd joke about her in interviews, mention her name during wild truth or drink games. And while it always seemed playful, Remy wasn't laughing, nor was Papoose. In fact, back in 2020, there was a weird moment during a Bet Cipher taping when 50 allegedly whispered something in Rhee's ear. Cameras caught it. Her face changed. She stiffened. Papoose walked on stage less than a minute later. Coincidence? And now with these photos, 50 might have confirmed what everyone suspected. He wasn't just playing. He was holding receipts. But here's the real kicker. Why now? Why would 50 Cent, who already has multiple beefs simmering? Diddy, Lil Meech, Ja Rule, take your pick. Suddenly decide this was the moment to air out Remy Ma's skeletons. Some think it was retaliation. Just days before the leak, Remy had allegedly turned down a role in a 50-backed project, saying it didn't represent her brand. Was that enough to make 50 go full scorched earth? If you know anything about him, absolutely. Yes. Others believe it wasn't even about Remy. It was about Papoose. Because back in May, Papoose dropped a freestyle that low-key shaded 50's street credibility. Most fans missed it, but 50 didn't. And now we may be watching 50 Cent's most personal revenge plot yet. Of course, fans are picking sides faster than Nicki and Cardi's stands during a Twitter war. Some say Remy had it coming if the rumors about the affair are true. Others say 50 crossed every line imaginable, turning a private issue into global humiliation. But one thing's for sure, Papoose ain't done. Because word on the street is that studio attack. That was just phase 1. That studio attack that was just phase 1. Guys, according to a close source in Remy Ma's inner circle, Papoose didn't just walk away after landing those punches. He left with a message. One that shook the whole label team. Right before stepping into the SUV, drenched in sweat and rage, Papoose turned back, looked 50 dead in the eye, and said, "That was mercy. You play with my wife again, I'll bury your career." And that's not just street talk. That's a direct threat from one of the most respected underground MCs in the game. It's got connections from New York boroughs to battle rap circles and beyond. You don't spit bars on loyalty for 20 years and not have some real ones ready to ride with you. And while Remy Ma was seen crying in the back of that car, shielding her face from paparazzi and pleading with security to avoid charges, the internet was already doing what it is best, spinning theories like a DJ on Adderall. Twitter detectives pulled up every past photo, interview, and lyric for clues. Was this affair real? Were the photos recent or old? Did Remy send them willingly or were they stolen? And most importantly, was 50 Cent holding this blackmail over her for months? One now viral tweet from an anonymous burner account allegedly linked to a former. Gunnett in turn claimed that 50 has been sitting on those nudes since 2018 when he allegedly borrowed Remy's phone at a VIP dinner in Queens. The tweet read, "He never deleted those pics," he said. "I might need these someday if things get messy." He was joking, but not really. Messy indeed. And while Remy tried to go radio silent, it was already too late. The shade rooms were flooded. TikTokers were reenacting the slap heard around the industry, and Papoose, he wasn't hiding. In fact, the very next day, he pulled a stunt no one saw coming. He dropped a diss track. And not just any disc. This was a 12-minute scorcher titled "Disloyal Kings" with a blurred-out thumbnail of a man many believe was 50 Cent holding a phone with a censored image on it. The hook: "You posted what you shouldn't. Now you duck in from the smoke. Loyalty ain't. A joke and your empire's a hoax." Mic dropped. The video grainy shot in what looked like a dim hallway was posted at midnight on a random burner channel. But it got picked up instantly. Within an hour, hip-hop bloggers were dissecting every bar. By sunrise, it had over 1.5 million views and was already being dubbed the lyrical hit job of the year. But here's where it gets even wilder. Remy Ma reportedly tried to have the video taken down. Insiders say her team reached out to YouTube directly, claiming the visuals used in the track included unauthorized personal images. A likely reference to those very same leaked photos. But by then, mirrors were everywhere. Instagram, Reddit, even Discord threads. The clip had gone viral in under 6 hours, and Remy's attempt to clean it up. Too little, too late. Now, here's the kicker. 50 Cent wasn't silent either. Oh no, Mr. Petty himself came back swinging with his own version of damage control laced in his signature sarcasm. He posted a now-deleted IG story of himself at the gym with a caption, "Took a couple hits, but I'm still pretty. Y'all act like this the first time I pissed off a rapper's husband. LOL. But the LOL didn't land this time because while he was clowning online behind the scenes, things were heating up fast. Sources say a legal team is now involved and there's talk of multiple lawsuits on the table. One insider with alleged ties to Remy Ma's management revealed it's not just about the photos anymore. It's about invasion of privacy, defamation, and incitement. Her lawyers are assembling something serious. And remember those camera crews who are coincidentally around during the brawl? Turns out they weren't just random fans. 2 of them were part of a freelance team working for a documentary. CRE.